Don't mind me, everyone. I'm just trying to play Squid Game. You see what I'm trying to say? There are a number of cool things from South Korea this year, everyone. Like K-drama, Squid Game, Hyundai cars, Samsung gadgets, and then of course, awesome Kia cars. AutoChamp Wandelen here, and right next to me is the Kia EV6 2025 facelift. If you haven't subscribed already, push the subscribe button and watch this video till the end because I will be expressing my perspective of this Kia EV6 facelift. We just take a moment to admire the front. It kind of reminds me of the mask of the Frontman in Squid Game, guys. I mean, what did they do here? Look at this. This is cool. Towards the side, there's no drastic change apart from the wheels. The wheels had me thinking it was a 3-bolt wheel when actually it's a 5-bolt wheel, but they just have this triangular design to it. And then yet again, I have a feeling, a suspicion, this is probably a reference to Squid Game. Now, don't take what I say literally, guys, but this is just, I find it coincidence how the first Squid Game came out. That was when the EV6 was also released. It was released around the similar time, so that's why I had Squid Game in my mind. And now this facelift is released, and the new Squid Game, the 3rd season Squid Game, was also released. So, sorry guys. Now towards the rear, there's no drastic change, everyone, but I do recall that when I reviewed the pre-facelift version, I remember saying how it reminded me of something Hyundai built many years ago, back in the 2000s. A question I have in my mind, was it inspired by Squid Game? I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, and if it wasn't the case, then oops, that's my bad. Maybe it's just me who's mixing two different things up. But on a serious note, guys, I want to talk to you all about the Kia brand. Now, for many decades, the Kia brand has had a reputation for value for money. They'll give you the equipment which not many car manufacturers would bother giving you at a cheap rate, everyone. Since the 2010s, things have changed for Hyundai and Kia. They started improving their designs big time, everyone. This Kia EV6 almost ticks many boxes. But then it's not all pink roses, guys, because I had this impression that as of lately, the Kia brand has been losing that value for money charm, you see? There was a time it was just relatable. Great value for money, you could afford one. It was something you could brag to your co-workers that, look, I have a fully optioned Kia. But now, like as of lately, I have the impression the prices have increased. And that's not only with the Kia brand. This is with many car manufacturers. So I'm just wondering, does this Kia EV6 retain the Kia value for money charm? Let's take a look at it together. So I also noticed you get a 360-degree parking camera with parking sensors at the front and at the rear. Keyless entry with pop-out door handles. Now the door handles, they open in this manner. And now it should be noted, this is very similar to what I've seen on other EVs within Hyundai and Kia. It should be noted that this Kia EV6 is directly related to the Hyundai Ioniq 5, Hyundai Ioniq 6. In fact, they share the same platform. This is not just pyramids for design. This is actually the side indicator. How cool is that? I have to confess, it's pretty cool how you have those spoiler looking thing over here. That looks nice. It gives the Kia EV6 a rather sporty look. Speaking of spoilers, it's become a bit of a mystery as to what happened to the Kia Stinger. The Kia Stinger was a big shot. Well, I mean, big shot in the context, it had everybody talking. Everybody was thinking it was the South Korean Audi A5 or Volkswagen Arteon, but you know, just cooler and a South Korean alternative and perhaps more desirable, you never know. But it disappeared now. Nobody's talking about it anymore. Now, just like a sports car, this entire bonnet is as one until here, guys. So this is really, really nice. And this makes me admire the aerodynamics of this Kia EV6. I just like this round edge design over here. Now, over to the interior of the Kia EV6 2025 facelift, guys. I have to say, this looks awesome. I think this has to be a really, really interesting interior. It looks very similar to the pre-facelift version. There's no drastic change. But first thing I already noticed is you get leather seats and electric seating adjustment with seating memory. And all this at a price of 59,000 euros, guys. This is awesome. In terms of equipment, the car is very well equipped. I like how you get heated and ventilated seats. You even get heated steering wheel. The buttons are right there. You get a swivel wheel for your automatic transmission. In fact, I think Kia is like the only brand sticking to this, and Hyundai as well. Whereas this obsession was started by Jaguar Land Rover. This is quite interesting. And then you get your infotainment system, which is continuous, guys. And I think Kia was the one that started this obsession, and everybody is following their example. Now, Kia has also gone driver-centric, so there's just something about this area which is a bit similar to my experience in BMW. I know BMW, they're obsessed with this layout as well. So where this area tilts more towards the driver. Well, actually, BMW was the one that started this, and everybody's now obsessing with this. But Kia was the one that started this obsession with having the touchscreen and the instrument cluster integrated, sort of. Now you also get seating memory, electric seating adjustment, as I mentioned earlier. This is great. I like how the center area cocoons you, and you even get your wireless telephone recharge right here, and you get your start-stop button right here for the Kia EV6. That's nice. The steering wheel is very nice to hold on to. It's a 2-spoke steering wheel, and you even get your button for your driving mode. You get driving palettes. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the driving palettes do. I'm not sure what they do. And I also want to remind you all something, that this vehicle is in showroom mode, so I won't exactly be able to show you all the infotainment system and the air conditioning, climate control. But what I can definitely show you all is the practicality of this Kia EV6 and the overall interior. Now, something funny I just realized, guys. Over here, you're greeted with premium looking material. Right here, you can tell you're in a car worth more than 60,000 euros. Well, actually, it is 59,000 euros, but you get the point. Then as soon as you look at the door, you're greeted with what looks like, it looks like a nice material, okay, but it feels like plastic. Now, the storage space is okay. It's deep. That's good. And speaking of storage space, that's not the only space you get. You also get additional storage space down there with a 12-volt socket and charging port. And you even get more charging ports there, which is nicely detailed. But the problem is, it's all buried underneath this floating thing right here. So it's like I have to literally stretch a bit to get there. And you see, I'm not a fan of this concept, but it is a popular concept nonetheless. Now over to the rear seats of the Kia EV6. It definitely looks like it was meant to chauffeur the Frontman in Squid Game. I mean, I'm still surprised we didn't see any Kia EV model in Squid Game. I just noticed a little problem. The presentation looks great. At first glance, it was spacious, it was easy for me to climb in, but I instantly noticed something. The feet room is limited. Now that can depend on the seating adjustment of the driver and the front seat passenger. But otherwise, the legroom is good. The knee room is good. Again, there's a lot of space. And the headroom is great, given that this has a crossback or coupe style design. This is great. You even get handle over here with a hook. And as I like to say, beacon of hope lightings over here. Now, this car is in showroom mode, so I can't exactly activate anything. And I just look over there and I noticed you don't get climate control for rear seat passengers, so you have to pray that the front man and the driver or whoever is there understand your climate needs. Now, when it comes to rear seats, the practicality solutions are quite minimal. In fact, compared to the Volkswagen group, it feels like Kia never really was the king in practicality, but they always had something at the very least. Now, there's something funny I find. On that side, you get tether points which are closer to the middle, whereas on this side, you get tether points which are a bit further away from the middle. So there's just something inconsistent. And then over here, you get double storage space. You can push this floor downwards, which is good. And you get storage space underneath as well. So this is a plus. I actually like this. So here's my conclusion of the Kia EV6 2025 facelift. For a price of 59,000 euros, I have to say that this has to be one of the most interesting EVs I've seen. Now, it's probably not the best, but I have to confess that it is at least better than average, better than what I've seen of other EVs in this price range. One thing I can definitely tell you all is that Kia and Hyundai are definitely going places. Gone are the days when it used to be those crappy plastics you'd see as bumpers back in the 2000s. Now here are the days when you see cars that you would actually dream of owning. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below sharing me your thoughts of this Kia EV6, and check the link in the description for my other YouTube videos of my car reviews of other electric cars, whether they are competitors of this Kia EV6 or whether they are even just other Kia models. Right, I will see you all next time.